Look, I've really enjoyed putting these Ubernars together with my team and trying to find unique ways to blend engagement and a free lunch. What I thought I'd do now is cut across and do my piece. We're going to head into a little piece called Over the Horizon, where I talk about things that are coming next in the technology horizon and the strategic horizon for business. For those that don't know me, I'm the CEO of Kynection, and I'm here as a resident expert on technology adoption and consultancy around implementation of technology systems, integration of unique and amazing ways of automating your business processes. So on to the topic today. Normally, before I jump into a presentation, I like to create validation statements. And a validation statement for me is the pure conversation around what's happening in our worlds as business owners and leaders today. For this presentation today, I've leaned on a little piece by Sean Kanungo around disruption. So please keep looking at my mug if you need to, but in reality, focus your attention and drive towards Sean Kanungo.
Guys, remember when this whole thing was full? Yeah, I don't remember that. You know, pre-pandemic, we had all these asteroids coming at us, all these new technologies, new ways of working, and this pandemic, this was the big asteroid. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that these asteroids will always come at us, always. If you've made it this far and you haven't dropped off the call, I'm gonna give you a secret. I don't know if this has ever happened in a live keynote that somebody actually ordered a pizza, but we're gonna see if the pizza comes on time, and I can show you what a secret pizza is all about. Any other responses, by the way?
And I just looked down at my Apple Watch, and my partner, Brett Botcher, just announced that they just had a baby girl at 7:28 this morning that he's been waiting for. And I just heard that here, so that was no disruption.
Can I use a phone a friend, by the way? Robin, I had this question. Mazen, can you do me a favor and drop the Cybertruck right here? Look at this thing. You know, I really believe that disruption is opportunity, and by studying innovators and innovations throughout history, we have noticed that anytime there's chaos and turmoil and warfare, there's also great opportunity.
As he described, there's been a big asteroid that has woken us up. There's been no other time in history where technology has had to come to the fray as much as it has in COVID-19. There's a little phrase by Warren Buffett, who I like to follow, and he makes a great statement. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. And I think there's been a lot of people swimming naked. So this great big thing called COVID has driven a major disruption to business and the way in which we do business. When we're delivering our technologies into our customer base, one of the things we find most often is that if you haven't started the process, you actually don't know what you know until you know what you don't know. And that statement is so true when we start to implement changes and improvements that customers start to find that they're understanding the journey better and start thinking of things they would have otherwise not even considered. Disruptions are coming from everywhere, and we all need to be prepared. We talked in our last session around a number of key disruptive elements in technology. The big ones that I identified were edge, IoT, machine learning, artificial intelligence, bottom-up adoption, which is where we think about who's making some decisions around product design and strategic design, hyper-automation, which we'll talk to today, and distributed cloud, again, today's topics, and then bandwidth everywhere, the concept of 5G and what that's going to bring to our businesses and the way in which we experience the inputs that we can have both in business and personal life. Just a recap, quick one. Last session was about edge IoT and the concept that we can have millions of devices in the marketplace, all connected, all making calculations and undertaking algorithmic assessments in the field or outside of a typical network. This reduces network load and improves engagement in the field. We gave an example of AI cameras, and we're going to release some of those in the new year. The other one was the pyramid is flipped. When we think about hierarchies of business, it's really important to consider how important it is to the user on the ground and how they feel about the use and uptake of strategic technology delivery. The scenario here was let the user design. So on to today's topics. Well, today's about hyper-automation. And what that means is that there are going to be points in our business where technology is going to be better than a human. We don't want to replace the human, of course. The things around empathy, thought process, creative design and thinking, these are all things that humans will be better than technology at for decades, potentially millennia to come. But what is going to be taken out is process, those things that can be automated, improved, and sometimes made more safe by bringing in technology, robots and the like. So the concept here is we create a digital twin that does things like we would normally do, but better, and we take over the role of doing the things that humans can do best. We're at a crossroads, and in fact, we're past a crossroads where human adaptability to what technology can deliver to us, both in personal lives and in business, have crossed. You need to think about going from simple, paper, those sorts of processes, to hyper, where everything is automated, intelligence is derived from all of your elements in your business operations and through really smart, highly efficient process automations. At Kynection, we touch most of these points, and I've put my little Kai here to represent where we are strongest and where we're still improving. Distributed cloud. Well, the trick here that we all have to think about is where actually is our data. They're saying by 2022, more than 50% of enterprise and business generated data will be outside the typical network where we process our data today. What that means is edge devices are becoming ubiquitous, mobile phones, connected GPS, all of these things that Kynection offer to our customers are all becoming intelligent. Now that means we can compute at vast levels of improved output, and we can bring the data back in intelligently already catalogued buckets so that the business can make decisions quickly and efficiently. But the big trick here is where is your data? And so you really need to be clear on how you integrate and control your data flow. I've got a little video. I think this one will explain it better than I did.
Data. It's the great differentiator in today's competitive landscape. Every day, your business pulls in huge quantities of it, from web interactions to inventory counts, diagnostic reports to consumer feedback. And then it sits, separated across systems, unstructured and disjointed. Being able to look out across all that data, connect the dots, and see the bigger picture is key to your company's success and survival. Machine learning gives you this ability, the chance to view your data in a whole new way. Instead of following code and commands, it learns from what you compile to find patterns and insights that not only make you smarter, but can revolutionize how your business runs. At Google, we use machine learning to optimize all our products, from real-time traffic in Maps, spam detection in Gmail, and facial recognition in Photos. And now, we've designed a platform especially for you. Predict when to ramp up production, know when your customers are ready to upgrade, diagnose new diseases with speed and accuracy. The more data you bring to it, the more unique insights you're given, the more opportunities you have to redefine how your enterprise runs. This is the future of how machines and people work together to transform how we all do business. The technology is here, and it's waiting for you. Will it make the difference for your enterprise?
So another good little video. As I said, I like to use industry to validate what I'm saying. And I think that the presentations that are available to us, if you're prepared to search, are amazing. I want to give you a voice of reason around how our business Kynection views disruption. We are no different. We are the same as any organisation out there, and in fact, potentially even worse than many bricks and mortar businesses. There's a real divide between the concept of the design thinking and the innovation you're trying to deliver to make sure that you're not disrupted, to actually delivering and putting rubber on the road in execution and delivery. Even technology companies like ourselves who have all the tools in the world at their fingertips, ISO accreditations, and a really vast capability and strength around BPM, business process management, struggle to achieve a nirvana status. We often have clients that talk to us about investment, and investment's a really delicate bridge, and I get it. But as a business that's in technology, we invest too. And so to just give you some comfort, we're going to invest in this financial year over $80,000 in external consultants and integrated systems that we can't deliver in our systems, our one system. And I've put a project team together, which is all of our staff who have all been given a champion project to improve our business processes. That's bottom-up design, 4 hours a week, 48 weeks a year. And that's going to cost the business over $150K in resource that could be applied to customer projects. So we're taking it seriously, and we really want our customers to consider how important innovation is in fending off disruption. So here we are. It's your future. Assess your agility and the practices, the tools, and your mindset. Consider asking your team and partners what they would like to see from you as an innovation program. And whatever you do, align your technology pathways with your strategy and enable your teams to help you chart the path to the next horizon.